Good morning, good day, good evening, whatever time it is you're watching, and welcome back for another episode of Space Engineers. So today, I'm just going to go through quickly a couple of little bits just as the sun comes up. I haven't changed anything up here, but inside there's a couple of differences. So let's just jump down. As you can see, there's already the first floor going in. Like I said, down here is what we're basically going to work on this episode, which will be the Medi room. This is kind of instant access, so there'll be an office space down here, Medi room, some living quarters, that kind of stuff. There'll also be a lot of spare room because either this floor or the floor down, I'm going to be digging out tunnels towards these things, connecting stuff up, so there's plenty of space if you guys want to suggest anything to go in here. I haven't set the buttons or the sensor up yet, so we have to kind of skirt our way down here. And I've got no lights in the base yet, so that's probably something that I will have to work on. And I also need to figure out, I'm assuming I can get a programmable block or a timer or something or other to figure out how to get these two pistons to go to the midway point. I suppose I could set all three of them to go to 5 meters rather than 1 to 10 and 1 to 5, which is probably what I'm going to have to do. But as you can see down here, what I'm working on is what will be sort of the road down here. So it's going to be quite wide along this section. Down here will be a series of columns, which is just kind of the end of the road area. Again, not sure what I'm going to put behind there yet, but that's just because I dug out a huge square space. And like you saw a minute ago, I've added a few more cargo containers. There's going to be this kind of white stripe around the outside. So if I'm in the vehicle, hopefully it helps me figure out where I am. Above, just connected these three on this side and then brought those over into 2 refineries over here. So I wasn't sure what to use this space for, because I've got buildings and a city planned, I don't want them all to be hollow buildings. So I don't want to put all my production facilities and storage and that down here. Again, I kind of need assemblers somewhere, so I might put some assemblers down here, but they could probably go on the floor above because that'll be the mainstay. This is just a storage facility, production, and I was thinking maybe a car park here for a couple of vehicles that we might build, and then the road would go out this way towards those resources, and then we will dig off to get that nickel, and then at some point we'll probably head out for the platinum, which is off in that direction as well. So we'll probably go past the nickel until we're above it and then dig down again. Unfortunately, this thingy won't let me access the thingy, so I need one of these here so that I can upside down. Go better. Yeah, and hopefully that should now allow me to at least do that quickly and jump back on the lift. And whilst that's coming up, we'll throw another one here just for now. Yeah, that way. And then, like I say, once the automation and everything's kind of set up, that's when I can remove that and just push buttons, and hopefully it should let me just select a floor. Up here, like, I'm not really planning to do very much up here. It's just the entrance to sort of the garage, one entrance to it anyway. I'm assuming there will be other connections, because part of the city, you know, it's all going to be what's it called, automated and connected and everything like that. So some facilities will be for storage, some will be for production, some will be for refineries, that kind of thing. So let's just turn the hinge lock off and get the drills up. And hopefully I don't need to budge that. I probably do. Nudge forwards a little bit. And take these back down again. So that sensor's going to get a little bit annoying if it keeps beeping and doesn't actually do anything. So I will get that set up. Like I say, the idea here in this episode is to try and get a lot done without sort of leaving you with hours of just nothing. So I will skip now to when something else is done and you can see what I've been up to. Okay, welcome back. So yeah, basically run out what I was intending for this floor. In the most part anyway. I mean, there's some work that I need to do. So to begin with, there's the sort of the main corridor, which will have my office, an operational sort of computer room, server room. Just tried to get these set up to work the lift, but yeah, I'm a little bit stupid. I think I'm gonna have to figure that out a little bit later. But I've got a couple of programmable blocks, some timers, these ones which were event controllers, and then obviously the new programmable blocks just because they look cool. This is going to be sort of a communal area. Might get some entertainment stuff around here, and then some settees and some TVs set up. In here, I haven't quite finished welding all of this in here, but the beds, the doors are in. So there's a couple of bedrooms in here. This one's got 4 squares. The normal one is sort of 2, maybe 3 squares, and then this one's got a bigger room again. So there's a couple of rooms there for people to come and sort of stay at the station. This corridor sort of leads down here to the med bay and my personal quarters. So we've got a couple of lockers on this side, and then the armory on this side. Settee here, I'm going to set up a TV on the back of that. Just got my sort of experimentation area, and then the kitchen and bedroom, bathroom and shower. So that's basically this level. I need to go and get some silver to get the medical components. Little service access door in the back of the lift here. And then yeah, we'll have a little sort of car park here again, because you know, if we're going to be bringing vehicles up and down the lift, there needs to be some storage space here. And then yeah, if you can think of anything, I'll throw that on this side. I probably missed something, I'm not entirely sure what, but yes, here I can actually come in here and do complete retract for number 1 and complete extend for number 3. remove that off the toolbar, and eventually, like I say, I'll get the timer blocks or whatever set up so that it will take us to this middle floor. But then this will now take us up to the top, and I believe I set the top buttons up to do the same, so no, let's change that. So fully extend. I need to clear the things first. Remove, 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 and go back in. So fully extend and fully retract, and remove that. And yeah, hopefully, I'm sure one of you knows more than I do about that. Why have we stopped? Is that by any chance because in order to get, yeah, it was. In order to stop at that middle floor, I have to set that one piston to 5 meters at the minute before its max distance. So again, maybe there's a programmable block that can set that to 5 meters and then off 5 meters, or I could just throw in another piston, really, I'll be honest with you. But then I'm going to have to work out their minimum and maximum distances, so that, yeah, it's complicated. So yeah, that is basically everything inside sort of completed now. So as the sun is heading down over here for the day, it's probably about time I sort of explained what the next part of the plan is. So as you can see, we've got this huge crane boom arm coming all the way out here, and then a couple of these conveyor blocks. So the conveyors will come all the way out here, as well you can see, and then I'm gonna have to sort of bring it down a little bit. So maybe I'll use a piston to do that, or I could just whack loads of drills on it and just see how it does, which I think is probably what I'm going to do. So that means I am going to have to remove the solar tower, because this part's going to get in the way. And the point eventually was to have a solar farm up on this ridge. I think I was going to put it specifically on top of this piece, as this is the highest edge on the rim over here. And it sort of looks over completely flat, well, not completely flat terrain, but yeah, so it should get the longest view of the sun. So how I'm going to bring that 250 meters all the way across here at the minute, I don't really know. Hopefully, I mean, I've got enough batteries downstairs to get this running. I've only got 2 batteries and they are only half charged, so I should probably throw in some more batteries. Probably a lot more batteries. In fact, rather than putting them up here, what I'm going to do is Let's just send that back up because I want to put them down here. I don't think there's any other reason to keep them up at the top, so let's start building a little wall of batteries down here.
Energy low.
Yeah, I think 4 high on each side should probably do. Minus, actually no, I can start it here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then bring that up again by about 4. And yeah, so that's what, 16 batteries each side, 32 plus the 2 upstairs, that's 34. Now I can't see that being I can foresee that being enough. It's just now whether they're going to charge, considering that the original battery is on 2, or the original 2 are only half charged, which means I'm probably going to have to put a hydrogen station in. I might put the hydrogen station back here actually, so I will just disappear and do that, and then I'll bring you back. And there we are. So hydrogen engines, hydrogen tanks. I've got 5 small tanks, 2 down the back there, 3 here, and the 3 engines, and that'll do me for now. I'm gonna have to go and get some ice at some point and fill that up and get that going. Fortunately, there's plenty of ice at the poles on the moon, and quite a lot of places in between. Like I said, this isn't going to be the be-all and end-all of storage and production. The other thing that I actually did forget to do was put assemblers on this floor. Currently, only the med bay is plumbed in, so let's take that out. And grab the assembler. So if we put that there, like that, I've got enough room for 2 mods. I could probably drill out the other side, put 2 on the other side, and yeah, they would be enough for me for now. So if I two on the thing, hopefully that should have done it. That needs all the components for the other one. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it just lets me build one at a time, so I'm going to try it again. So yeah, cool. It's just because it went red. And again, nothing says. Oh, there's nothing on my build planner, but I want that. Build planner is empty. That's what I'm trying to add it to the build planner. There we go. So now it's worked, but then just really frustrating sometimes. I feel like I'm pushing all the buttons every combination. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know whether it's like one of those things where if you reset the game it works properly again, but that'll do for now. Okay, so I need to go and get silver, need to go and get ice, gold, a couple of other resources. I will do more work on the interior at some point. Do a little bit of this. Ooh, something happened then. There we go, so that's all I've got steel plate for. I'll come back, finish the bedrooms out, finish this communal space. Like I said, I've got the assemblers in now, so I think I'm all good to go. Like I say, the next part now, I jump upstairs. See, I've done a bit of painting. Yeah, the outside door is in. If you've got any better paint schemes than this grey, suggest it. Suggest a colour for me, because normally I go blue or green in my own sort of vehicles. But I don't know. Maybe I'll put it white or blend it in with this colour. I'm not really sure. But yeah, the next part I will bring you back when this is finished and the drills are on. Right, yeah, there it is. So what have we got? 3 rows of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 drills. So 34, 51. Plenty of drills. I was thinking whilst I made it, I probably should have put this on a piston so that I could raise and lower it. But when it comes time to do that, I will probably disconnect it and hinge lock it with a magnetic plate or a landing gear, and hope that I can reconnect it, because otherwise that's going to be a lot of grinding and rebuilding. But if I pop in here and have a look here, the only drills that I've got on here are this huge drilling arm, and we'll save that. At the minute, if it goes on and I turn the rotor on, I am going to destroy my solar tower. So the next thing I'm quickly going to do is just somehow figure out how I'm going to do that, because in fact what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a whole day before I start running this around. When it starts running though, it will eat out that layer, and hopefully it won't get stuck anywhere. And once it's dug that layer, I can actually build across said trench platform and up to the top edge to get that solar array in. It might be a good idea to flick a rotating solar array in today, but I genuinely can't be bothered. So I'm gonna whack out a few more blocks, a lot more blocks, and see just how much charge we can gain in all those batteries. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. I'll build up a few more solar panels. Okay, yeah, so I had to throw the drills and the rotor on because I've actually run out of stone and iron to produce any more materials. So, yeah, it is running. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to. It might be rotating a little bit fast at the minute. So I apologise about the drill noises. Let me just get in here and change the speed back down to 0.01. There we go, okay. So maybe we'll add a few more drills on the end, just to make sure it eats out enough. But at the minute, that does seem to be doing exactly what I want it to. So I can leave it to run for 90 degrees. So let's go in here and check that rotor and find where its limits are. So I think it's going from 0 up at the minute because it's at 0.01 speed. It takes forever to add a degree to itself. So just wait a second. Yeah, it is up to 15, so I want that to go to 90 degrees before I want it to stop. And yeah, the lower limit was 0. And that'll just keep it between those 2 points for now. Once it's done that, it'll turn itself off. It is lagging a little bit with all those drills and stuff going, but right now I am more interested in solar panels. So girders, have I got more? I do, yep. And let's just throw that in there, and take all of them out. And as the sun is still over this side, let's throw some over here. Steel plate, dope. Grabbed everything and then put everything apart from what I actually wanted back. You can have that bulletproof glass for now. Okay, so back up here, place that one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then over this side, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, we'll see how many of them I can get welded in. And I'm going to need construction components, computers, and the glass. So yeah, I will be back once I have welded all of them in. Right, and there we go. So that's the extra solar panels all added in. Oh, missing one. Some extra solar cells, so I'll just grab them quickly.
Energy low.
100 will do. I don't think it needed that many, like 10. Okay. So yeah, that's all the extra solar panels in. They are currently getting 3 along this side, 2 along this side. And if the sun was to get any higher, it would be an option to throw some here. Which is probably what I will do next. So I'll bring you back when a few of them are done. Right, there we go. So new implemented solar array. It's got plenty of solar panels. I'm not going to count them. But they are now receiving 4 on these horizontal ones. 2 on those and 2 on those. So that is pretty fortunate because the sun is in a weird angle for these 2. So we'll get plenty of solar charge off that. The rotor arm is nearing the 90%, but it 90 degrees, but it literally only made 1 cut. I think it might have clipped that corner there. It's clipped that corner. Yeah, it might clip this a little bit. I think what I'm actually going to do is stop it there and then add a load more to it, because like I say, this wasn't quite deep enough. So I think I'm going to add another 8 on the end if I can. Where to do that though is interesting. I think now is probably the best point actually. So rotor, let's just reverse that. Quite fast actually. Go back. Over here. And let's turn that velocity back down. Yeah. Is it stopping? Who knows what's happening here? Which way am I going currently? Backwards, yeah.
Energy low.
Okay. So it is close here. Especially on this sort of embankment here. That's kind of got another bit behind it, so I could take that whole piece off really, but I think at least, like when you're thinking about, you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 is a good number to add on it. I'm gonna have to wait for it to be about here somewhere, so I can get those extra drills on. So again, somewhere there. I want to be in this gap here somewhere. So yeah, that. hopefully I don't have to do too much drilling here to add in some extra drills. So I don't think I've got anything on me. Ooh,
Low health.
just took my head off. Literally nearly took my head off there. Grab a couple of them and then have some steel plate off you. Let's just jump in here and get some energy back. And yeah, so whilst I'm just sat here doing this, I'll just let you know the next episode is basically going to be drilling the whole way around. I might do a little scout to set up a polar station so that I can set up an ice mining facility. And then I will probably go out and get some gold, silver, platinum, a little bit of each. Probably go and get some more cobalt. So next episode will be, I'll probably design a flying mining ship and take that out on tour with a survival kit on it so that I can start again up north and get all those bits all set in and whatnot. So let's just turn the drills off. Nice. Okay, and then here I would like one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is what I would like to do. And I don't know how complicated this is going to be, but let's hope the vast majority of them can just be placed. No, okay. First one I can't place. Ooh. Yeah, I will dig that out. Should allow me to put another one there without too much trouble. Yep. And I just need another 2. So that sort of mines that section out where the second row will go. Is that going to be enough? Hopefully. One there. And one there. Perfect. So now, when it comes to this, yeah, I'll bring you back when this bit's drilled out. Okay, yeah, there it is. Another, what's that, 32 drills added on the end. So I will get them welded and I'll bring you back. Right, okay, there it is, finished. I think I'm going to leave it there for this episode. I've been playing for, I don't know, probably 2-3 hours now, even though it's condensed into about 30 minutes for you. The sun's been up, been round, been up. So yeah, I think it's a long time to have played today. So I might just allow this to start drilling because I actually need to add all of them in. Save them in that group. Now that can toggle on. did not work. So let's just double check that again. You guys, no, okay. In fact, before I do this, I'm going to turn them off, because otherwise I'm going to end up with some on and some off. Yeah, they are all off, good. Don't know why this didn't work the first time, but I'll select them all individually to make sure that it's got them, and then save under that drill. Good. On. Okay, and now you can see it. Just want to double check how much of this corner it's going to take away if left to its own devices, because I have a feeling I can't send it backwards anymore. I mean, I could, I'd just have to drill it out a little bit, but watch my face there. So yeah, I can do it from here. Rotor. I do have it on 0.1, yes. And it is heading in the right direction, so just have a little watch from here as it goes past. And yeah, so like I say, next episode I'll probably have done even more to this drilling rig in between episodes, and hopefully I can get it all looking good. I am probably going to replace somewhere in there a piston so I can lower and raise it, and like I say, I'm going to get that new solar tower. Where was it going to be? I think it's on this one over here. So I'll have a nice solar tower up here. It's quite an interesting view. You can tell how big this crater is, considering that's probably like, I don't know, 70 to 100 blocks out from the center. So we're gonna have I would think a 20 to 30 wide block platform layer up here, and yeah, we'll build the city on there. We'll build a little bit down the bottom with some road networks. Got all these skyscrapers planned, storage buildings, the monorail. Yeah, there's lots to look forward to, lots for me to get on with and build. I'm probably going to get the solar rotor tower done in the next episode, go through a little bit of that in detail. Like I say, in here I'm just going to show you again in case you missed it. So we're doing all right now. We've got the lift working. I've got layer 2 as a habitable environment for me to sort of live in, which is nice, because that's probably what I'm going to do now. In fact, I don't know if I can do it from here. No. Can I do it from here? I can. Nice. So let's close the door upstairs, close this door, and yeah, I'm going to jump into bed and call that a day. So if you appreciated the episode, you liked it, drop a like, click subscribe, leave me a comment as well. Let me know what you thought, what you want me to do next, what more you want to see. Like I say, the extra needs mod, I'll probably put that in next episode, because I'm getting to the stage where I can start adding all those blocks in. and I'm going to go and start collecting ice. But yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers, guys. Safe.